We got ourselves a big ol' update for the digital version of Gloomhaven. Hello everyone and welcome back to the BattleCast. With the digital early access for Gloomhaven just around the corner, we have a nice big update here from Flaming Fowl Studios, and it gives us a great look at what's to come and what they have planned for the future of this game. Now in the background of this video, I have the gameplay overview video that they released playing, and aside from being intense AF,
RPG. In Gloomhaven, you lead a party of fearless mercenaries, guiding them through dark and dangerous dungeons.
This is a great summary of the game, and also what kind of cool things we can expect to find in the adventure mode, which is a refined version of the random dungeon scenario mode that you could do in the board game. This is like an enhanced and better version of that, so I definitely suggest watching the video, which I'll have linked in the description below, because it's just, this game looks great. It's very easy on the eyes, there's great artwork and animations, and this is for an early access title, which has me very excited. The only thing I can say is down the road, I hope they add a little bit more weight to the animations. So we know the price of this game. It's going to be coming in at $25 US or £25, which is certainly not unreasonable given what I expect to be the high replayability of this game during its early access period. Now, like most games that are on early access in Steam, this game will be cheaper if you buy it in early access versus waiting for it to reach retail launch. Those who buy it now will pay $25, and those who buy it later will likely pay more, and we're not sure how much. Now, Flaming Fowl Studios are nice enough to give us kind of a sneak peek or a general overview of what they have planned for the development cycle of this game. And I must say, for a smaller studio, this seems like a pretty reasonable timeline. You know, there have been a lot of stories in gaming recently about studios being worked to the bone to try and, meet these deadlines. And I hope that that's not the case for these guys. I hope that they're having some good self-care. Even though, game launches can be incredibly stressful, I can only imagine. So as per the roadmap, Q3, we will see the Tinkerer coming out, who is one of the coolest starting classes out there. Adds a little bit of healing, adds a little bit of summoning. We add the Tinkerer in our group in the board game version, and they were almost always MVP. They also mentioned that there will be, many fixes, and I imagine that is going to be true. I have rarely seen a game launch on early access and not have the first several updates be kind of fixing things. You can only plan for, large use of servers and all the funny things people are going to be doing so much. So these guys are going to probably have their work cut out for them. Q4 will get us the Mind Thief, new enemies, new bosses, and with the Mind Thief will come the complete roster, I believe, for what you have access to if you started the board game version of Gloomhaven. So from this point on, every other class who comes in the game will be an unlockable class. Now after Q4, the roadmap gets a little bit vague. For 2020, they say we have more of same, we have new bosses, environments, enemies, etc. And then they say next, which could mean later in 2020, it could mean longer, but we'll get the full release. Now for those of you who might be new to Steam Early Access and are coming from a board game experience entirely, fret not. This early access experience and length in early access is actually pretty common. In my experience, early access games can stay in that early access window for 2 years or longer. But don't fret though, if you buy into this game, you're at least securing yourself the lower price, you're supporting the development cycle, and if you don't enjoy the game entirely in its current iteration, that's okay. I can't stress enough that this is not the full release of the game. This is simply for those people who either A, can't wait and are impatient like myself, or B, those who want to help in the development of the game, give their feedback to the developers, and understand that they might be playing, at some times, a game that might be broken because of a bug. I mean, that's all part of the process here. One of my favorite games of all time, and still currently, is Slay the Spire. And this game was in Steam Early Access for, I think, 2 years, and it is now one of the best games out there, I think. And it shares a lot of similarities with Gloomhaven Adventure Mode, which is why I'm excited for this game. And the point is that it's quality over speed, okay? This game has a very long future and some really great potential to adding new content to the game. They're already adding new enemies we haven't even seen in Gloomhaven, so it's going to be a patience thing. It's going to be a long haul, and I hope you don't get too excited if it stays in early access for longer than we might expect. So that's it for the update. I think it's great that we know where the game is headed. I think it's amazing we know the price. If you aren't on the Discord server, go ahead and hop on. The link will be in the description below. You can find some fun, tidbits of information and also interact with the community. When this game launches, I will absolutely be playing and streaming the dungeon mode, and you guys can come in and help me decide what's best to do. If I do not see you before July 17th, happy dungeon exploring, adventurer. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. New videos come out every Friday or Saturday. If you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a like or even subscribing to the channel, or you can leave me a comment in the section below. Until next video, I'll see you then. Thanks.